Just a little update on the van for anyone who's interested, if there is anyone who's interested. I am dealing with rust mostly this year. Instead of doing fun camper conversion stuff, I am just dealing with, well, at the moment I'm undersealing the van. This van is 97, so at the moment it's 22 years old, and this is a problem I'm getting around the windowsill. I'm even getting holes here, but there are rust bubbles appearing pretty much all the way around the windowsill, and I think that's probably a job that I'm not going to be able to deal with myself, so that's going to be paying a professional welder at some point, probably. But at the moment it's the underneath of the van, so the chassis of the vehicle has not really been looked after properly. It was undersealed a few years ago, but a lot of that old underseal is just peeling off, and what I'm finding underneath isn't good, so I'm basically just tidying it all up, chemically treating it, and then undersealing it. This is underbody seal with added wax oil. Wax oil is a substance that was developed by Hammerite to try and prevent rust, try and stop rust from spreading and keep it protected. So this is it's not gonna fix any rust, but it's going to extend the life of the vehicle a little bit if it's undersealed properly. I'll show you what I'm working on at the moment. So I've done this back area here. This was actually the worst area, which is why I've focused on this first, and I'm just gradually working my way forward. You can see this area here, this square, I haven't done. I'm going to do that today. There's a lot of other areas like right at the top of the suspension, which are really tricky to get to. I've managed to do that side, but I'll give you a close-up look. I'm mostly going at it with a screwdriver, getting rid of any loose stuff. Oh, it's not great in there either. Just spending a lot of time with the screwdriver and with the wire brush. Clearing up areas like this. So I'm going to go around this square. I'm going to do my best to get all the loose flaky stuff off and get as much off with the wire brush as I can, and then I'm going to move on to treating it with a coup rust. I've spent about 25 minutes or so just cleaning this up, getting as much off as I can. I'm not spending too much time on it, but you can see there is a lot of rust. This is what I'm finding. This is what I'm finding on most of these. So I've done a lot of these already, where it was the same there and on the other side. Same around all these. Just a lot of this kind of rust. Goes all the way across. Some areas are alright. All the way back there seems fine. I'm actually not going to touch this side for the moment. Just going to do the top and around this cross member here. What I'm going to do now is whack a bit of the old coup rust on. This is going to chemically treat the rust. It says there, transforms rust to a stable surface in 15 minutes. Don't really know how much good this actually does, but it certainly looks great. So this is before the coup rust, and I'll show you what it looks like after I've painted that on and let it dry. About 20 minutes later, and this is what the surface now looks like after the coup rust. Looks a little bit better. Hopefully that's gonna be a little bit of a better surface to paint on. I'm going to start hitting it with the Underseal. So this is lovely stuff and it goes on nice and thick. I'm just going to slap this on and then I'm probably going to come back tomorrow when it's dried and give it a second coat. It's nice and tarry. It sort of remains tacky, this stuff, I think it's supposed to. So yeah, being nice and generous with this. So that's another section done. It's quite hard to show actually, but yeah, I've just coated it in Underseal. Do another coat tomorrow. I've managed to do all these back sections really up until the back wheels. So it's a lot of long grueling work this, and it's a little bit like being down a coal mine under there. You've got bits falling on you. You'll have bits all in your hair and in your ears and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty horrible work and it takes a lot of time. I've spent a good 10 hours on this so far, I reckon. Sort of 4 or 5 afternoons, and I've completed from there up until about here. So a lot more to go, of course. Good news is the front half and the middle of the van aren't as bad, so I started on the worst area. I don't think I'll get it all covered, but I'll get all the bad areas covered. This is not nice work, but this is pretty much what I signed up for when I decided to buy this van. If I want to keep it in good condition, I've got to be prepared to do this kind of work. And also, just like in all of my videos, I'm not claiming to be an expert in any of this, and I do appreciate feedback. If anyone's got any suggestions for how I can improve or what I'm doing wrong, please comment below. But this is my world now, so just thought I'd share it with you for anyone who's interested. See you next time. Cheers.